We're back on the 68 Ford Chevy combination. We call it Frankenstein. So today we're going to try to get this thing running good. When we left off on it, we found water freeze plugs that were knocked out of it. So we tried doing one of them, and then we found more that were bad. So in order to do that, we're gonna raise this thing up. We're gonna lift the motor up a little bit with a stand, and we're gonna take the motor mounts out so I can get to the other 5 freeze plugs.
Yep.
We'll just do all 5 of them since we're there. May as well. So hopefully it'll hold water, and then we are going to make this thing run as good as it can. So we'll get started on that. Okay?
Cool.
All right, so the battery's already taken out. Otherwise, I would start off with undoing the battery. Let's do the right side first. That's probably the hardest side.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And I'm gonna have to use impact tools, so don't be scared by the noises.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Yeah. We'll do the top bolts first, okay?
Okay.
One.
It's a good thing nothing's like coated in oil or anything.
Oh. Yep, it's all nice and dry. Actually, I think I sprayed these down last week.
Oh, they got sprayed down for sure.
I'm also going to take this chain off. I don't think this engine's really going to need a chain holding it in.
No, I don't know. You hold on.
No.
There.
I need a long 9/16. Oh, I got it.
Next.
Okay.
Cool.
So, alright, everything that we can do from the top is done. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and put the weight of the engine on the stand. If I was doing this on the ground, I'd do it the same way. I'd use a like a floor jack on it. Alright. So I see the motor mounts moving, so that's what we want. Wow.
Alrighty.
The bolts that go to the frame are undone. Alright.
Sweet.
See it wiggling around. The motor's not really attached to anything. That's it. So it's not attached to the frame anymore. So I gotta do the 2 bolts on each side that hold the motor mount to the engine block.
Cool.
Okay. 1. 2. I'm gonna grab the one light for me. So I'm gonna need a light. Can you see it okay?
Yep.
Alright. So, now it's really loose. Let's see how high up we can crank it. If I crank it too far, it'll flip the truck over.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, it's...
There it is. Okay. One Ford Chevy motor mount.
All right. It's custom.
Oh, might have to take the starter out of this one. Possibly. Helps if you grunt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Second Ford Chevy motor mount.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wasn't too bad the way you did it.
Yeah.
Alright, can you see those motor mount or the freeze plugs now?
Yeah. Or the lack of freeze plug.
That one doesn't look that bad. Maybe I won't try to mess with that one.
Yeah, that one looks like it's been done. Maybe.
Ah, that's the original one.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. See, that front one doesn't look too bad either. Ooh, that mount's broken.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe that's why I had it chained. I'll bet you anything.
Huh.
Yeah. So, that plug there, it's probably okay.
Yeah.
So, because that one's hard to get to, I'm just going to leave that one alone.
Sweet.
I'm just going to do this one. Same thing on this side. For us to get this thing going,
Yeah.
I'm going to not mess with it.
Yeah.
Don't know what that is. Alright, so just clean those off a little bit. I can't wait to set the engine down and see where it's going to sit, how far we can get it to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking a piece of emery cloth and just cleaning up the edge where the freeze plug goes in. So. Alright, I'm going to use a Loctite, blue Loctite gel. And that'll help seal it and hold it in there, just like I did on the other one. Alright. I have a freeze plug installer, but you can use a socket that's a little bit smaller than that, you know, and get creative with them.
Yeah. Piece of pipe or something.
Yep. But these things are sweet. I think you can rent these too. Getting them to go straight is not easy. We good?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. One down, one to go. Make sure it's sitting in there flat. And it is. All right, we're done.
Sweet. Now maybe it'll hold water.
All right, so we went to lower the engine down further, and the exhaust is hitting on this cross member that they had cut here. So we're gonna have to go on both sides and cut these cross members out a little further back from the exhaust, so the engine will come down a little more.
It's probably not a bad thing because it's almost hitting the shift linkage too.
Right.
Torch?
Huh?
Torch?
This may require the torch.
Fire helps everything.
Fire. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There you go.
That's hot.
Oh, torches.
Love it. Oh.
What are you doing? Huh? Who are you? Come here.
I just woke up from a nap.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Okay, so we got those cross members cut out away from the custom exhaust. So now the engine's going to be able to sit down a little further. I'm not going to mess with making the motor mounts right now because that's a lot of work to do on an engine that you don't know a whole lot about. So
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is when I put the mounts in, it looks like there'd be about maybe a 1/2 inch to 3/4 clearance on it. So I'm just going to set this on the cross member between it to kind of gauge where the engine would sit, if it sits okay there, and drop it down. We'll fill it full of some water. Hopefully it'll hold some water now. And this is the fuel line. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out of the way. We looked in the fuel tank and the fuel tank is not going to survive. So we know we're not gonna be running it off the fuel tank. So get that out of the way. But we will try to run it off the fuel pump, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said it felt like it was pumping last time.
So, drop it down. Is that hand gonna hit the steering arm?
Nope.
Does it?
Uh-uh.
Pretty close though. Okay. Alright, so right now the way things are, that's about as low as the engine could go, so we'll drop it down and see how it looks.
Sweet.
I know the fan is a little bit more in line with the radiator.
Yeah, not so.
It's going to look a lot better.
Yeah.
Alright, oh, that looks a lot better. The fan, you know, before was like way up here, so I don't have to worry about having my nose cut off with it.
Yeah.
So it's sitting a lot better. Like I said, it's not fastened in there, but it's okay to run it. It'll be fine to run it like that. Okay?
Okay.
So now we can go try to add coolant to it again and see what happens, okay?
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't pour out as fast as we put it in.
Right. I'm not expecting it to not have a leak somewhere, but not the way it was leaking.
Yeah. Less of a leak.
Yeah.
Less leaks is what you want.
I mean, I realize we'll have to put a pan under this thing to run it. Okay. Moment of truth.
Here we go. So far, so good.
All right, gallon number 2. Could have been coming through there.
Oh my god! No! No! Frankie, what are you doing?
It's the one I didn't do.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
All right, so plan F.
Yeah. So we're on D or F at this point.
Okay.
Oh.
And the one would have to be behind the dipstick, which I don't really appreciate.
Yeah, that's kind of rude.
Yeah.
It's a very Ford thing to do.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna take a pick and just drain it out of there. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Okay.
The dipstick. How are we going to do that, huh? WD-40. The dipstick's got a little edge on it. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to put a crescent wrench up to the edge of it. Give it a few taps and see if it'll come up. Most likely it won't. See it went?
Ooh, there it goes.
Right? Okay. So it will come out, which is amazing. All right.
Sweet.
Let's bolted to the exhaust manifold, so we'll have to undo that.
Okay.
Okay. 9/16 probably?
Oh, looks like it.
Oh, that's not holding it very good, was it? Alright. There's a dipstick. Okay.
All right.
At least it came out of there.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it wouldn't have. So back up.
Ah, here we go.
All right, so we got to get these old freeze plugs out because they knocked into the motor. Okay, so put them, hold them like that, and you can get a hold of it with that. Okay, and you can see where it rotted out there.
Yeah.
All right. This one, oh, this one came out by hand. So
Sweet.
get the surface dry. Okay. Let's start off doing the hard one first. Yeah, how's that look?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Huh?
I love it.
3 brand new freeze plugs.
Whoa.
Okay. All right, please. I'm very optimistic.
Are you?
Slightly.
Slightly optimistic.
Yes.
Oh, Frankenstein. Should have never expected any less. There. Fix that.
I'm starting to realize why he parked it in a field and walked away from it.
Yeah. This guy had the right idea.
Yeah. I bet he didn't even look back.
No.
He probably slammed the door.
Yeah, there's no keys because he just tossed them.
Grabbed
as he
his
went.
6-pack of Olympia and walked away without even looking at it.
Oh, I don't think it was a 6-pack. I think it was a case.
Olympia beer, when your truck is a piece of junk.
What if it was parked because it's cursed? Have you ever thought about that?
Well, it's cursed plenty.
Well, yeah.
We know that just from our comments.
It's definitely been cursed at.
Yeah. Yep. Alrighty. What's this? 4th time? 4th time's a charm?
Yeah.
It's gurgling this time. Did it gurgle the last time?
No. You could hear air whistling
Yeah.
the last time, so.
Okay. So it's gurgling in, so there's definitely at least fewer leaks.
Good Frankenstein.
Yes.
Yes, good Frankenstein. Good monster.
I really, really do like Ford 302 motors, but
Yeah.
I don't want this one to change my mind. I'm gonna be really, holy smokes, look at that, it's up there. So
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna give it a little antifreeze just to show it a little bit of faith. I do believe in it. I do believe in you, Frank. Alright. It is holding water.
Amazingly.
Yeah.
Finally. All right.
Incredibly.
Now, let's see if this thing is going to run. Or going to run good.
Oh, it's going to run good. Alright, so we are going to work on getting its own fuel supply going to it. We know the fuel tank's no good. We can see inside that. We're going to run a fuel line from the fuel pump out here to just a regular gas can. We'll try to get it to feed off of that. And then I'm going to cut this line probably right here and put an inline fuel filter in here just to catch all the possible junk that's going through there. And hopefully the fuel filter works, or the fuel pump works, so we'll see.
Yeah.
If it does. And then if the carburetor works, that'll be really nice.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not going to use that fuel line, so it's no big deal to just cut it and get rid of it here.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do that. Come up through here. Okay.
Sweet.
So in inlet. Alright, because there's going to be a bunch of junk in that steel line right there, so that filter will catch all of it. It's a 33032.
Ooh. Usually go with the 33033.
33 is a 3/8 line. This is 5/16 line. So
Yeah.
32. So now you know all the part numbers. Oh, pull on it.
Yeah.
Go. Cool.
Cool.
There's our new fuel line.
Sweet.
Yeah, really. Probably don't even need to put a clamp on it. You know,
Yeah.
it's being that tight. Okay. Let's do the coil wire. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so let's get rid of this house wire. It served its purpose.
Yep.
And here, keep that.
Oh, okay.
It probably won't run without that. Let's see here. And that's okay.
Cool.
So power wire for our coil and a brand new battery.
No way.
Yep. Brand new, because the other one didn't fit quite right. I couldn't handle that,
Yeah.
you know? Right? Isn't that what you decided?
The ground goes to the block. Positive is the starter. You saying that the battery cables on this might not be the best?
No, they're not perfect. I mean, we'll have to get some foreign car battery cables and put on it.
Yep. Oh yeah, maybe something with like a big plastic thing.
Oh,
And like we could put some fuses right there or something. Just a lot of stuff to sit right on top of the battery.
yeah.
Would be sweet.
Okay, so which one of these is the starter one? Huh? It's that one.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. Sure is.
All right. Okay, so fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher.
And here's another little trick I learned. On the fuel line, I'm going to put a hose pincher. Okay? So if that bowl, if that needle and seat doesn't seat, when the bowl fills up and the carburetor just starts spewing fuel out the vents, then I can take and turn the fuel going off on to it, you know?
Yeah.
So
Basically have
just a little way to, and if I want to, I can actually meter it with it a little bit to just trickle in enough fuel to keep it running if it'll run off the idle circuit on the carburetor. But we'll see. This carburetor's pretty gummed up. I don't think it's gonna work.
better work.
After all this, I did better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we try it?
Sure.
Okay. Let's do it. The fuel pump works. It was just squirting fuel out the jets right here. So that's not exactly what we wanted.
I don't like it with no motor mounts.
Scary?
It's a little scary, yeah. It really does look like Frankenstein's monster.
The accelerator pump doesn't work. That's for sure. it accelerates fairly decent. I was 2 seconds away from giving up.
That's crazy. I mean, technically, the only new parts we've put on this so far, we changed the oil, put a new battery in it, and put a new ignition wire on it.
Yep. 15 freeze plugs.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's Frankie's thing, is he just pukes coolant on the floor no matter what.
All right. Well, as far as a will it run goes, that was a fun one, really.
Yeah. Take two was better than take one.
Yeah, definitely. We tried to. We went the lazy route doing the freeze plugs, but we ended up doing 5 of them total. You know, I just wanted to do as little as possible to see if this thing would run or not.
Yeah.
And it does.
Yeah.
It runs really good.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you could hear it or not on camera, but it had a terrible lifter noise, one that was probably completely collapsed.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure that whatever it wasn't going to come out of it. And then all of a sudden, it just did, and which was weird because usually it'll they slowly pump up and that noise will go away gradually, but this one, it went away like turning on a light switch. It was night and day. So
yeah.
And then it runs great. Even we haven't even really tuned it up, and it doesn't seem to have a misfire or anything. The carburetor needs rebuilt on it, but that's no problem. We have got a ton of different things that come through this shop, and I think we're going to keep making this thing Frankenstein.
Yeah, we're sticking with the Frankenstein theme.
Yep.
So everybody who wanted us to take the Ford motor out and put a Chevy motor in, I'm sorry, okay?
Yeah.
It runs great.
There's really no reason to.
Yeah.
And nobody can say anything bad about a small block Chevy, but you can't really say anything bad about a 302 Ford either. They were great motors. So
yeah, and this one sounds great. As wacky as the exhaust is, the exhaust sounds nice.
Yeah, well, I will redo the exhaust.
Yes,
that's for sure.
I think it will fall off if we don't. So.
Right, it's done with the wire, so that ain't gonna work.
Nah.
But we're gonna piece this thing together with things that come through here, and no matter what, we're gonna make it better. It has no brakes now, so we're gonna do. We'll have to put disc brakes on the front of it at least. And
the cooling system, it has the tiniest radiator possible, and we got some fun stuff planned for it. We got some turbos laying around.
Yeah, and I got to fabricate some motor mounts for it too. So.
Yes, probably motor mounts before turbos. So I know you'll be seeing this truck again soon. We appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell so you get a notification when we upload our next video, and we will catch you guys next time.